Hello everyone, welcome back to English Hero, and we are going to continue. Actually, this will be the last video lesson for the punctuations, or about punctuations. So this time we're going to tackle at least 3 punctuations. That's apostrophe, hyphen, versus dash, and parenthesis, and brackets. Actually, there will be 5 that we're going to discuss. Okay. I'm going to discuss rather. So for apostrophe, these are used in contraction, or this is used in contractions, and also possessives. So we have examples. Hannah's books. So whose books are that? It's Hannah's books. So where do we put punctuation here? Of course, between the last letter of the word and you have to put an S to show possession. Okay, Hannah's books. Okay, who can give me another example of possessives? Okay, let's have Leia's pencil. Okay, so don't forget to put apostrophe always. Okay, next, for contractions we have, what do you think is this word? What do you think this word is, rather? It's government. Okay. So contraction means abbreviation. Okay. So GOVT is a shortened word or a contracted word of the government. Okay. Now, where do we put the apostrophe? Is it here? No. It's between V and T. Usually, it's the third letter of the word and before the last letter of the word. So we have government. T is the last letter of the word government, and V is the third letter of the word government. So between those 2 letters, you have to put apostrophe to show contractions, abbreviations. Same goes with, what do you think this word is? Department. We have discussed this one before. Okay. Department. So the shortened word for department is the DEP apostrophe T. Again, P is the third letter of the word department, and the T is the last letter of the word department. You have to put apostrophe in between those 2 letters. Okay? Now let's move on with the hyphen versus dash. Now we often misuse these 2 punctuations. Okay, so there's actually a difference between the 2. For hyphen, this joins 2 or more words, while a dash separates words into parenthetical statements. Okay. So what do you mean by parenthetical statements? For example, let's have this one. Okay, let's try to discuss first, discuss the example of hyphen. So we have 55. Okay, if you are going to write down the, how can I say, write it in, not in figures, but in letters. So this is the correct spelling. Okay, 55. So, what do you think is the missing here? Missing punctuation? 55. Okay, we put hyphen here. We call this hyphen, not a dash, for words. Okay. Remember, hyphen joins 2 or more words. So we have words 50 and 5. So, if you're referring to 55 as a number, so you put hyphen in between the words 50 and 5. Okay. Now, this time, we have 12-hour work or job. Okay. Where do you think we need to put hyphen in this phrase? Anyone? It should be here, between the 12 and the hour. Now, you might wonder, sir, why is it not 12 hours? Actually, this is what we call adjectival compound. Okay, let me write it down for you. adjectival, okay, adjectival compound. Meaning, it's a compound word, but it's used as an adjective in the sentence. This word, 12 hour. You don't say 12 hours work. Now, this word here, this phrase, 12 hour, this modifies what kind of work that a person has. It's a 12-hour work. It's a 12-hour job or a 12-hour shift. Okay, so it's what we call adjectival compound. Now, for another example here, let's have co-workers. What do you mean by co-workers? It's your fellow workers. It's like your workmates. Okay, so we use co, and then we need to put hyphen in between co and workers. So these are two, it's like a compound word, but they have only one meaning, which means co-workers means your workmates, your fellow workers. Okay, or fellow staff or co-staff. Okay, another example is when you break in break in the words. So you have son-in-law. Now these are three words, but it only has one meaning. Son-in-law. Okay? Which means a son of your brother. I'm sorry. A son of your sister. Yes, son-in-law. I'm sorry, not your sister. A son, okay, I'm confused. A son of, how can I say? A son of the brother of your husband. Or a son of the daughter, a daughter of your husband, not the daughter of your husband, a daughter of the sister of your husband. That's daughter-in-law already. That's a separate term, okay? So a son-in-law is the son of the brother of your husband or the sister of your husband. That's son-in-law. That's not your real son, but a son of your, a son of the brother of your husband. Okay? All right. So let's now move on with dash. When do we use dash? So let's have an example here. You may think she's a liar. She isn't. Now, if we're going to read this one, this sounds or this looks awkward or weird because there should be a dash in this statement. Where do you think should we put dash in this statement? Here? You may think, no, okay, very good. We have to put dash here, okay? Now, dash, then, now this is what we call parenthetical statements. It's like, there is a parenthesis here, but you put dash instead. You're trying to put emphasis, okay? So you may think she's a liar. She isn't. She is not. Okay? So that's the difference of a hyphen and dash. So again, hyphen joins two or more words while the dash separates words into parenthetical statements. So hyphen joins, but dash separates words into parenthetical statements. Alright, so let's now move on with the parentheses and brackets. Now, not much of a explanation about this one because the only difference of parentheses and brackets, parentheses is used like a comma. Now, if you're a writer and if you don't want to use a comma, you can use parentheses. For example, when we went to the mall, okay, let me write it down. We went to the mall, and then you have to put something here in addition, SM Cebu. Okay, SM Cebu. Yesterday. And we met our teacher. Then don't forget the period to end the sentence. We went to the mall yesterday and we met our teacher. Oh. Okay. We went to the mall yesterday and we met our teacher. Now notice I have enclosed SM Cebu with a parenthesis because I want to emphasize. I want to give you the name of the mall. So that's SM Cebu. Okay? So again, parenthesis is used like a comma. You are adding something, adding information. Okay? For brackets, however, these are used for complex sentences. So if you want to add like more details, you are going to use brackets. Okay, this is parenthesis, by the way, and this is what you call brackets. Okay, parenthesis and brackets. Parenthesis if you are referring to many parentheses, but parenthesis with an I meaning only one. That's a difference, by the way. You might be confused. Again, parenthesis with an E, ES, that's plural. Parenthesis with an IS, that's singular. Okay? There you have it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you learned something new, especially the proper way of using punctuations and the proper placement of the punctuations when you write a sentence, when you write a story, when you write a novel. Especially if you're really fond of writing, punctuations are very much important for you to consider their rules, okay, and their functions. Thank you so much for watching again, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.